There's a place within us all, that the great Eastern sages say contains everything. That this one place, when known, all else is known. This place is more of an experience. It is a unique experience. It is a non-objective experience. This place that is inherent in all 8 billion of us is the experience of ourself. And what makes it a non-objective experience is that this place, this experience, does not have to leave itself to gain something other than itself, to bring that gain back to itself, to know itself. Yourself, the inherent direct experience of being, knows itself just by being itself. This is what makes it a non-objective experience. This non-objective experience is what is known as self-realization. It's when yourself recognizes that it alone exists. It's when self seats itself in itself and recognizes its own existence. Self-realization is when yourself becomes aware of its own existence. Which means it needs absolutely nothing other than itself to know and experience it itself as existence. This is what is known as wisdom. Wisdom is not an exceptionally large amount of conceptual knowledge. It's the absence of conceptual knowledge. It's when all conceptual and intellectual knowledge has been emptied, and what remains is wisdom, is self-realization. So when you empty yourself of all of your identities, all of your beliefs, all of your biases and judgments, and all conceptual knowledge, what remains is yourself. The place that resides in all 8 billion of us. This emptying of ourself, of our egoic self, of all of our identities and conceptual knowledge is known in the Hindu religion as the Path of Jnana. The Path of Jnana exposes false knowledge and eliminates that false knowledge until all false knowledge has been dissolved, leaving only yourself, true knowledge, true, pure knowledge. Wisdom. Pure knowledge is only experienced in the absence of false knowledge, which is all of your identities and all of the conceptual knowledge you've gained over your lifetime. What makes the path of jnana so profound is that it recognizes that even itself, even the message itself, is false knowledge. Because even to know what jnana is, or the path of jnana, you have to conceptualize it. And the path of jnana says that all conceptual knowledge must be eliminated, which includes even itself. And therefore, even the concepts of pure knowledge and wisdom have to be relinquished as well, because they could be perceived as an identity. And because self needs nothing other than itself, such as identities and concepts, it doesn't need these to know itself. Even these concepts have to be abandoned as false knowledge, which again leaves only yourself. Leaves only that which is. Which leaves only this. And yet, this that remains, this one non-objective experience of yourself, is everything. Yourself is the one substance of totality, the one substance of awareness, which somehow for some perplexing reason, which will never be known, this one is everything. And because you, yourself, is this one, therefore you are everything. You are totality. This one might appear at first to be a lonely place. But how can everything be lonely? this one of yourself, because it is everything, is completely satisfied and content. For it needs nothing to fulfill itself, because it is fulfillment itself. Making it totally complete, totally content. Being totally complete and content, it experiences itself as peace. You, the one non-objective experience of being, are peace, is peace. Peace is what remains after you've followed the path of jnana and emptied yourself of all of your identities and conceptual knowledge. Peace and happiness and love are what remains. Everything you've been seeking your entire life is what remains after everything you've been gaining your entire life has been relinquished. The ultimate universal paradox. You know, when you're honest with yourself, that this place, this non-objective experience of being, of yourself is true, is real. Listen to its calling. Listen to the whisper from within that absolutely knows that this non-objective experience of being exists. The experience you're experiencing at this very moment. Let it draw you in. Let it allow you to come home to yourself. It's been waiting for your return your entire life. Yourself promises that it will love you unconditionally because it has been for eternity. You've just forgotten for a while, and that's okay. Love yourself for the forgetting, and love yourself now that you've given yourself the permission to return home to yourself. Enjoy reuniting with that which you've never left. Self-realization is simply the remembering of your own being. It's simply remembering that you need nothing other than yourself to seat yourself in yourself, to know yourself. This is what makes self-realization so profound, is that it only asks one thing of you: to remember. To remember the love of yourself. And this remembering is when you become aware of your own existence. That's what it means to remember and to seat yourself in yourself again. So follow the whisper from within. Follow its tether back home and rest there and never, ever leave.